Well, everyone, the Google Pixel 6 could actually be one of the biggest upgrades in the whole entire Pixel lineup, I think, of all time, in my opinion. I think the Pixel 5 was a great phone, but I think the Pixel 6 could be the one phone that we need to completely change everything. So first of all, this literally came out, I guess, from Google themselves, and, Drode Life made this specific article where they mentioned that Google actually went ahead and kind of leaked their specific Pixel 6, or at least one of the main features of it. So they went ahead and, one of the people from XDA spotted that within somewhere, I think it was a link, or, it was a link in a shared file. That's kind of what they say. It basically gave a little bit of a hint of what the Pixel 6's, biggest feature could be. And it mentions that, it says both GS101, but it also says Whitechapel as well. And those are the two names to actually end up probably being the new smartphone chip, or the new phone chip that Google is going to be developing. So if you aren't familiar, basically Google, much like Apple, are going to start developing their own, chipsets inside. So you guys know the Apple A series chips. If not, you probably have heard of the M1 chip. Well, these are Apple made chipsets. A majority of people out there, the majority of companies out there outsource their chipsets to, Qualcomm or whoever else. Samsung did make their own Exynos chipsets, but those are not popular at all. Those are like in other countries, and they're not extremely popular. On the flip side, when you have a phone like a Google Pixel, these phones are also pretty popular. They have a lot of features built in. They're stock Android, but they've recently only had watered down chipsets, in my opinion. The G chipsets, the not as fast as like the 888 or 865 or whatever. And I didn't have a crazy big problem with it, but it was kind of an annoyance more than anything. But the fact, if Google can go ahead and develop their own chipsets for their phones, this can go ahead and give the edge to Google to still maintain a cheaper price tag, but to develop the chipset that will potentially make it faster. We've been using the Snapdragons for so long now that if Google makes their own chipset, just like how Apple made their own chipsets, they can basically tune their chipsets to their phone itself. It'll be much cheaper if they can, mass produce them. And guess what'll happen? If Google is able to make their own chipsets and they can go ahead and, give them to other manufacturers, we will probably end up getting a longer software supported phone from not only Google, but all these other manufacturers as well. And I don't think it's any surprise that Samsung has been increasing their software lifecycle. OnePlus is probably going to do it sooner than later. But if Google can do it, they're going to have to do something. They're going to have to go ahead and increase the, software longevity. Samsung is catching up. There's no reason Samsung is pretty much almost on par with the Google Pixel. Nobody's going to want to buy the Pixel. So if Google makes their own chipsets, this is going to be the craziest thing. They already made really good cameras. When they make their own phones, they knock it out of the park, in my opinion. There were some weird things here and there. The Pixel 4 wasn't that great. The Pixel 3 XL was very strange. But ever since then, the Pixel 4a, very good phone for the price. Pixel 5, very good phone for the price. When they kind of, stick to their true, they don't throw any gimmicks in the phone. They just make a phone and then move on. This could be the one risk Google does, at least in the last 2 years, that will pay off in dividends year after year after year. This is going to be, I think, the biggest change in not only, Google's landscape, but one of the biggest changes on Android manufacturer side for at least 2 years. I think since we started removing notches and hole punch displays and all that stuff. And this could be the one thing, in my opinion. If Google does this, it'll be a humongous highlight for this year, and I cannot wait for this phone for sure. So in terms of that pretty much covers it up. If you guys have any other questions or anything like that, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it means so much if you guys could hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my other channels. More importantly, everything also of every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.